In this video, I'm going to be taking an exclusive first look at the awesome new Prologic SLR Bivvy system. Now, this is Prologic's take on a really fast erect system shelter, but it comes as a complete system, so you don't need to buy additional parts, you know, Mozzie mesh, condenser wrap, that sort of thing. It all comes in the package with a ground sheet that zips in, and everything in one package for the price of $549.99. So really reasonable, guys, and I think this is one of the best bivvies on the market at the moment. So the first thing that I want to do is take a look at the weight of it with everything in the bag packed down. So I've got my scales here and they are already zeroed up, which I will show to you on camera. I'm going to weigh it as a complete system first of all to let you know what it weighs when it's packed down. So looking at that there, it's a little bit over 13 kilos, and that is the full system with the ground sheet and all the extras. So the next thing that I'm going to look at, guys, is the weight of it stripped out. So all we've got in there is the shelter itself. I've got the Mozzie front and I've got 8 pegs. So kind of how you'd fish in the summer if you're sort of traveling light, shorter sessions, being mobile, you know, or you just don't need to take the extra bits because the weather's a lot warmer. So we've got it packed down like that now. And I'm just going to weigh it. So that takes it down to just under 10 kilos. So really not a heavy shelter for the amount of features and the products that come with it all in one kit. So next I want to look at the bivvy setup and kind of walk you around it and show you the different aspects and the size inside as well. So that's the bivvy setup, guys, in its rawest form, and it really is a quick one to put up. Probably only takes about 30 seconds once you get used to it. So what I want to do is just with my tape measure just give you the dimensions of the bivvy setup so you realise how much space you actually get for a small footprint, and also the headroom's really good. Me being tall, 6'4", it's nice having that bit of extra headroom so you get a nice view out over the lake, but also a bit of space when you want to sort of change your clothes in the winter and that sort of thing. So first thing I'm going to do is measure from the ground to where the door rolls up. That gives you an idea of the headroom when you're getting in and out of the bivvy. So it's around about 130 centimetres from the ground to the door where it's rolled up there. And I've not actually got it done all that neat at the moment because I'm in a bit of a rush. I'm just trying to get everything set up, but you could probably get that even higher, or if you wanted to, you could completely zip off the front and have it open, and that would take it up to 140 centimetres headroom getting in and out. Now I want to just measure the inside space from the ground to the middle centre block, so you know kind of how much headroom you've got when you're sat on your bed chair or on your chair in the entrance of the bivvy. So inside the bivvy, from the ground to the very centre where all the panels meet, is 153 centimetres. So you can see you've got a nice bit of headroom in there. I've been lucky enough to use this bivvy for about 9 months now, so I've been through all the winter, and I've found that it's really useful when you want to put your sort of warmer clothes on, put your thermals on and that sort of thing. In the winter you want to get inside and shut the door down so no one can really see, and you've got a nice bit of headroom so you can kind of get your clothes on and not have to stoop over too low. So the next thing I want to do is measure the width across the front where the tension strap is, and then also the width across the back where your bed chair is going to be, and then the width well, the sort of depth of it from the back to the front as well. So you get an idea of the inside dimensions, because they are on the Prologic website, but you know, they don't always get it right when they measure it, and there's no better way to do it than actually the bivvy itself in front of you guys on camera. So firstly, I'm going to measure across the front for you. So it's 270 centimetres across the front, so a really, really nice wide spread. Gives you plenty of room to put all your gear in the front should you wish to do so. And then the distance from back to front with the doors rolled back out the way is 180 centimetres. So nice and deep, and plenty of room to get your bed chair right back should you wish to do so. And then lastly there, I've just measured the width at the back there where your bed chair is going to be, and it's 250 centimetres from side to side. So you can get your bed chair nice and far back in there with plenty of room either end. So your bed chair is not touching the inside walls and getting moist in the winter. This bivvy does feature 20,000 ml hydrostatic breathable material, which actually doesn't suffer from condensation so far that I've found. And I've been out in -5 conditions over the winter with a condenser wrap on, and I didn't find any condensation whatsoever. So quite amazing that they've managed to achieve that for this price point with such good quality material. Right, one thing you might notice about this bivvy, which is a little bit different to other bivvies of this type in the market, is that we've actually got a peak at the front. So that should stop any water from getting in the entrance there when you've got all your kit sort of sat in there. You don't want that getting wet, so we've got a peak, and that actually forms part of the unique system of setting this up, because we've got this tension bar here which is spring loaded, and that is where the name SLR comes from. It's spring loaded reflex. So inside this pole you've got a nice spring loaded chain which allows that bar to be pulled out and folded down for packing it away, and then when you go to set it up, you lift that up and it snaps into position, and then you connect the peak poles together, and then this tension pole clips onto the front there. You've got a nice bit of material Velcro strap there to hold that up, and that keeps that part of the bivvy nice and tensioned so the water runs off. And actually on there you've got a nice rain gutter as well, you might see. So when the rain comes on here, it gets to that and then it rolls off the side, so you're not going to get the water coming in and dripping off the front. The peak keeps it nice and dry and nice and sheltered from the elements. Right, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is Prologic's Pro Vent system. So basically they've got windows all the way around, so both sides, 2 at the back, and then windows in the door and the 2 front side panels as well. So you've got really nice ventilation in hot conditions, helps keep that airflow moving through. So the windows just simply zip down. There's a bit of Velcro there as well, just keeps it nice and secure. So that comes down like that, and then should you wish to, you can roll that up at the bottom, and there's a couple of nice clipping points there. Nice and quick and easy, and allows you to get nice airflow through the bivvy all the way around. Really good view of the lake, and also stops you getting too hot in warmer weather. Right, so another really nice feature of Prologic's window system, the Pro Vent system, is the fact that the zips come down from the top. So it also allows you to have the windows as a letterbox style. So if it's raining but it's really, really warm, you know, and you want that ventilation still, you can just zip down the very top of the window there, and with the condenser wrap on, it covers that section, so no water's going to get in through your window. So you get ventilation but also the shelter from the elements, which is unlike other bivvies where they zip from the bottom up and you have to kind of either have the window all the way up or all the way down. and you can't have it vented in adverse weather conditions. So that's quite a unique feature of this bivvy, and really well thought out by Prologic there. Just makes it stand out from other bivvies on the market, giving you ventilation in all weather conditions. Now the next thing, guys, is the heavy duty Protect ground sheet. Now, unlike other bivvies, this actually zips in 10 centimetres off the ground. So it actually is a little bit raised up. So if you've got any boggy swims, you know, water coming in behind your bivvy, it's not going to come into your bivvy, it's just going to run underneath this, keep you nice and dry. But also if you zip the doors down and you've got this zipped in, it keeps rodents out and insects and things like that as well, so it gives you full protection year round. Nice and easy to do. I'm not actually going to use it on this session because we are sort of in the warmer months now, it's May, so I just wanted to talk to you about it quickly, but I'm not actually going to put it in. But it is nice and easy. You simply lay it out inside, connect the zips on one side and zip all the way around, and that's it in. And it gives you that extra protection when it's wet, and, you know, helps keep inside nice and dry and a little bit warmer as well in the winter. Right, so the next bit of kit that comes supplied with the full system is the condenser wrap. Now the idea behind this is it gives you a second skin over the top of the bivvy to stop condensation in the winter, but also in the summer it stops the light penetrating so much and warming it up inside, so it keeps you cool in the summer and warmer in the winter, and also stops condensation. So basically what you've got is, if you find the front, there's rod retaining straps, so you know where the front is. Basically throw it over and it clips on via 5 clips at the front. So I'm just going to do the first one, and then I'll go around the back and do the Velcro strap to give it tension, and then you can go around and do the rest of the Velcro straps, and finally the clips at the front, so it's all nice and tensioned up for you. So the Velcro simply goes through the loop there. It's like a nice plastic hard loop, and it just Velcros on, and then you can pull it across and get a nice bit of tension and pull it over like that. And then finally the clips at the front. So that's the condenser wrap fully installed, and as I said, you've got these Velcro rod retaining straps at the front, so you've got them on the condenser wrap itself and on the bivvy underneath. So should you not wish to use the condenser wrap, you've still got somewhere to put your rods, which is really handy. And it literally takes 30 seconds to put it on, guys. And actually, I've discovered that if you undo the front clips and loosen the Velcro, you can actually leave it on the bivvy while you pack it away. So it takes you a lot less time to set it up and put it on when you're going on your sessions. And I tend to leave it on there all the time because in the summer, like I say, it keeps it cool inside, keeps it a bit darker as well. Although the material is nice and thick and it doesn't let the light in, just gives you that little bit more protection from the sun. And then in the winter, like I said, it keeps it a bit warmer inside and stops condensation. So that's the condenser wrap. Right, so the next thing I wanted to show you guys is the Mozzie mesh infill panel, which, as I said before, is included in the system. There's no extra purchases necessary. So what I've done is I've zipped off the full front infill panel, and now I'm just going to attach the Mozzie mesh so you can see what it looks like with that on as well. Gives you really good ventilation and also a really good view out over the lake whilst keeping you protected from the mozzies. So simply go to the right hand side and attach it to the zip where you've removed the front panel, and do the same on the left hand side. Really quick and easy like that, and then you simply peg it out. So as you can see guys, in no time at all, less than a minute, you can be fishing with the Mozzie mesh front instead of the full front infill panel. So really good feature and included in the bivvy, as I said, at no extra cost. Another thing that I've really found I like about this bivvy, particularly the material, it doesn't fade. Some bivvies that I've had in the past, after a little while being in the sun, being in the elements, they kind of lose their colour a little bit. But as I said, I've been using this for 9 months now and it basically looks exactly the same as when I first opened it up out of the packet. So that Protex material, the 20,000 hydrostatic material, has stayed nice and waterproof, stayed nice and light proof as well, and it's kept its colour as well. So basically it keeps it looking nice for a long time. And you know, the money that you're putting into it is a bit of an investment because it should stay looking nice for many years to come. So I just wanted to round up guys by telling you the things that I really like about this bivvy, because I have been using it for about 9 months. As I said, I've taken it to France a couple of times and I've been all through the winter, -5 in the snow, and it stood up to the test. So I just wanted to talk you through what I think of it and how I found it using it for that length of time. So firstly, the fabric itself is absolutely brilliant. It's 20,000 hydrostatic head, like I said, but it's not too heavy. What they've done is they've put a light-proof laminate on the inside, which allows a bit of breathability and extra waterproofing, but also keeps it nice and dark in there. So if you're someone like me who doesn't sleep very well on the bank, it just gives you that nice bit of extra darkness in there, and I find that I sleep really well in it. Also, the waterproofness is brilliant and it stops condensation because the breathability allows moisture to go out through the bivvy but nothing to come in. And with that extra condenser wrap on the top as well, it just means that you're totally protected all year round. Another thing that I really like about it is the fact that it comes as a complete system with no extra purchases. So in there you get the bivvy itself, you get the zip-in ground sheet, you get the condenser wrap, obviously you get your pegs as well, Mozzie mesh, and the full front panel as well, which has the windows in it, and the door itself can be fished letterbox style as well. So everything you'd ever want in a bivvy really for a price of $549.99, and I can't really find anything that I don't like about it, to be honest with you. For that price, it's got to be one of the best bivvies on the market, so go check it out. It should be in your local tackle shops now. It should be on online retailers as well, so go and have a look guys. Get them quick because there's a lot of pre-orders already from the shows that we did this year, so there's not going to be that many left really, I don't think, so you need to get in there quick and have a look, and it's definitely worth the money guys. I can't think of a better bivvy for that sort of price on the market at the moment. So I hope you've enjoyed the video guys. If there's any questions about it, feel free to put them in the comments, message Prologic on social media as well, and check out the video that we've done, which is the sort of product video where it shows how you set it up and also the features in more detail. So I hope you've liked it guys. Leave a comment below if you've got any questions, as I said, and I'll see you in the next video.